2024 CR 0058, State of Texas versus Paul Bell. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Zach Dunn for the state, Your Honor.
Defense.
Austin Hagee representing Mr. Bell.
And are you Paul Bell?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And I believe, is your witness going to be by Zoom?
She's here, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. Counsel, have you received all the discovery and did you review it with your client?
I did, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Bell, did you review the document entitled Application for Community Supervision or Deferred Adjudication with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled True Bill of Indictment with your attorney? And did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
I do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We are.
Did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of assault, family choking, strangulation? That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes,
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do.
Mr. Bell, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Absolutely. Yes,
Are you a U.S. citizen?
I am, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, state recommends deferred adjudication. There's an affirmative finding of family violence in the MIC evaluation. Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to be designated as primary custodial parent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that to be the entirety of the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
State?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the paragraph entitled Waiver of Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are there any such motions? Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 2 years. There be a TAP evaluation and no harmful or injurious contact with Kim Bell. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offense charge, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest, ma'am.
State, any evidence?
State offer state's form and attachments, Your Honor.
Any objections?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Waiver and Consent to Stipulation of Testimony and Stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you. Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence States Exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. After reviewing States Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor. This is my client's first felony offense. It's your first offense ever.
Yes, sir.
Correct? His first offense ever, Your Honor. He is a former military veteran. He was honorably discharged. He has taken this case very seriously. We did apply to the Veterans Court. It wasn't the right fit for certain reasons. He is here before you today, and we do have a witness, complaining witness, that would like to speak briefly to the court about one of the conditions.
All right, sure. If we, we'll call the complainant up.
Ms. Bell?
Hi. Can you raise your right hand for me, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Kim Lisa Bell.
All right, thank you. You have questions, counsel?
Yes. How do you know Mr. Paul Bell?
He's my husband.
And how long have you been married to him?
31 years.
Okay. And he's never had a criminal case with you ever before, correct?
No. Mm-mm.
And at some point during this case, you asked this court to modify the bond conditions so that you could be around him. Is that correct?
Yes.
And that was in October of 2023?
Yes.
Okay. In the last almost more than 6 months now, have you had any issue being around him?
No.
Okay. Do y'all currently reside together?
Yes.
And are you raising a child together?
Yes.
Okay. And does he help you as a good parent in
Yes.
that?
Mhm.
Okay. And does he provide for you
Yes.
and the child?
Yes. He's the sole provider of our family.
Okay. So if you were to live on your own, would it financially be difficult for you to make that happen?
Oh, for sure. Yes.
Okay. So for all those reasons, on this deferred adjudication, would you like the no harmful or injurious contact order to continue?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay. Is there anything else that you think this court should know about that?
May I say something?
Sure.
Okay. I personally feel that after the incident that happened, that Paul sincerely regrets what happened. He has been moving forward to try to better himself. I do appreciate you taking the consideration of the deferment for myself and for my daughter, who has a lot of medical issues. I just want to say thank you to the court.
All right, thank you.
Pass the witness.
No questions.
All right. So, of course, I'm always trying to balance certain things. Both of the parties have agreed to continue with the no harmful or injurious contact. And sometimes I have people before me, and the reason why they want contact is for financial reasons. All right. So, how long were you all married?
Well, 31 years.
31 years. And is this the first time something of this nature has happened?
We've had some altercations in the past, but nothing like this.
So, is anger an issue?
Yes.
All right. So, other than anger, what else is an issue?
I feel that Paul would be suited best to get some kind of mental evaluation done.
Okay.
See if there's something psychologically that's needs to be addressed. I feel like anger issues and psychological issues go hand in hand. So I think that'd be a good fit for Paul to.
And are there any weapons in the house?
Yes,
Okay.
they're mine.
They're going to be removed. He's not going to have access to firearms, Your Honor. He's been admonished on that today.
So the firearms that are in the house, are they locked up and are you the only person who has access to them?
Yes, I can change the code.
Okay.
So Paul doesn't have access to it.
Okay. So have you all been through couples counseling or anything of that nature?
In the past.
Or is that something that would be helpful for him now?
Oh, for sure.
Because here's the thing, I can order him to do certain things. I can't order you to do certain things because you're not under the court's jurisdiction.
Right.
I'm just trying to figure out what can be done to make sure that you're protected, make sure that your child is protected. Because sometimes people do well when they're under supervision. But at some point in time, if he's successful on probation, he's not going to be on supervision.
Mm-hmm.
So I always try to do classes that will benefit everyone and make sure we're not back here again.
Right.
So I can order that he go to couples counseling. So if you have a couples counseling, I can't order you to go to it. But if you set it up, I can order him to go to it.
Okay.
And is that through his work or is he retired?
He's currently working, Your Honor.
He's working.
Yes.
So will his work have couples counseling for them?
I don't believe so, Your Honor.
All right. There are some free places that do couples counseling. They have counseling now that's geared towards the complainant and also counseling that's geared toward the person who's accused. And they also have joint counseling. So it's sort of like once you do your counseling for somebody who is the complainant and they do their counseling for somebody who's accused, then it's sort of like, okay, we're ready to come together to do couples counseling.
Okay.
So I can order couples counseling, but like I say, if you don't want to do couples counseling, I can't make you do it. And if you decide not to do it, then he won't end up having couples counseling because you can't have it by yourself.
Right.
Okay.
I would like to have that done.
All right.
Mhm.
And is there anything else he needs?
No, ma'am.
All right. Any other questions?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
And you're not afraid to have him live with you?
No, ma'am.
All right. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
Okay.
All right. So, Mr. Bell,
Yes, ma'am.
couples counseling. Do you need couples counseling?
Yes.
Do you need anger management?
Yes.
And you need mental health evaluation?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So this is what I want to tell you. Sometimes complainants will come in and testify, and sometimes they testify for the person who's accused of being abusive towards them. And the person who is the accused thinks, oh, I wouldn't have to do this if she wouldn't have said A, B, and C. Based upon what I was reading, what I can tell you is I was already leaning towards those directions. Okay. All right. This is what the court is going to do. Court will sentence you to 2 years deferred adjudication. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. We'll do a MIC evaluation. There's to be no harmful or injurious contact with Kim Bell. I'm going to order 150 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once he completes parenting classes, the community service hours will be deemed to be satisfied. Did y'all want the BIPP course? I don't see that in here.
Yes.
All right. So the BIPP course, that has an anger management component to it. So once you complete that is a part of your anger management course. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. There's to be regular UAs, proof of employment, within 35 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Field visits, one time per month for 3 months. Then at probation's discretion. I'm going to order couples counseling with the understanding that if the complainant doesn't want to participate, then there will be no couples counseling. All right. Probation, is there anything else he needs?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, ma'am.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because this is you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. In this court, to be successful on probation, communication is key. If there's an issue, let your probation officer know. If you feel like they're not addressing it, you can always come back to court, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
Court is calling 2020 CR 9273, State of Texas versus Jordan Dow. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state,
Ryan Groomer for the state of Texas.
for the defense?
Greg Dameray.
And are you Mr. Dow? All right, Mr. Dow, I'm going to show you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Jordan Dial, who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2020 CR 9273 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram, on February 5th, 2021 for a period of 2 years. Is that you? All right, state.
Yes, Judge. Violated condition number 48, on or about the 9th day of April 2022 in Bear County, Texas. The defendant, Jordan Mahon Dial, did then and there fail to comply with the rules, regulations, or instructions of the Lifetime Recovery Residential Treatment Center, and that the defendant left the center without permission in violation of condition number 48.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
All right, the court will find, I'm sorry. Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 48, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 2 years in a state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine? Did you understand?
Yes.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition 48? Court will find violation of condition number 48 true. Is there an agreement?
There is, Judge. We'd ask that you enter an adjudication on Mr. Dial's case and revoke his probation. We're asking for him to be sentenced to 6 months in the state jail.
That is our agreement.
All right, Mr. Dial, are you asking the court to follow that agreement? Are you waiving your right to appeal? All right, so Mr. Dial, what is the issue? And I'm not going to swear you in because this is just us having a conversation. Why can't you get your life together?
This last go around, actually, just come from a phone call with my mom. Actually, his son's battle with cancer, and it kind of threw me off loop. She needed help. My dad kind of left her abandoned, and I did what I think any son would do. Since I've been out 6 years now.
Well, no, what any son would do is pick up the phone and call probation because you know you're looking at 2 years in the state jail facility, and you would call and you would say, guys, my mom is not doing well and I need to go take care of her because there's nobody taking care of her. That's
Did not do it in the proper manner, which I do apologize.
hey. Let me have you raise your right hand for me. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
Jordan Mahon now.
All right, are you from San Antonio?
No, ma'am.
Where are you from originally?
Spartanburg, South Carolina.
All right, why are you in San Antonio? How did you come to be here?
I came down to work on the garage and projects with solid fiber optics.
All right, and where is your mom?
Columbia, South Carolina.
So what, you were in Columbia, South Carolina? Keep her in what room?
He was standing at my table with my dad, and he just kind of went off the end. I had no keep the room, but probably good. I've been helping them out with my sister, helping them pay bills there, so she can stay there and help them with them.
All right, and what are you doing with this drug issue?
Honestly, since then, with me and my mom kind of getting disclosed, we got to just about all.
So what are your plans when you're released from custody?
Pack up and come home pretty much the same.
All right, is there any other question from either side? All right.
Mistake, Judge.
All right, and Mr. Demarie, is this true what your client is telling me?
It is true, Your Honor. I talked with his mom. She does have cancer. She's undergoing chemo. As far as addressing the drug concerns, using that motivation from the mom, but also maybe attending AA classes, NA classes. You got to stay ahead of it. That's what the judge, I think, is also trying to get to. Yes.
All right.
Nothing further. Judge.
How much time does he have in?
I believe he has over 180 days. I think we did it before. It was, I can't remember if it was 177 or 182.
Just from the state's perspective, the court feels it's appropriate. We don't have a problem with receiving under 1244 if he, I don't know how close he was to 180 days. I don't think we got the actual date count.
Wow. I like to underestimate.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court will find violation of condition number 48 true, find you guilty, grant the motion, I'm going to sentence you to 180 days in the Bear County Jail under 1244, give you credit for any time served, and also show that the judgment is satisfied.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it? All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement. Well, actually, I've given you something better than you pled for. You do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. Do you understand? If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to your attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. Mr. Dial, here's the thing. Your mom needs you, obviously. You love your mom, obviously. But you're going to have to make sure that you're in a frame of mind where you can be of support for her, because the last thing she needs is stress and to worry about her child. So you need to make sure you're clean and sober. And if your plan is to go and be with her, then, you know, you can take the Greyhound. It's a long trip. And I've ridden on Greyhounds before. And I know Greyhounds hit every small town. But take that as an opportunity to learn some geography. That's what I did. I actually took the Greyhound bus from Louisiana to San Antonio. I used to take it from Baton Rouge back to my home city. And I learned about every little small town. And I'm like, wow, I didn't know there was a Bonky here. And you're going to discover some of the small towns are actually just the bus station. All right. Yes. Oh, yeah. Keep the patience. That will help you, because then you don't get upset about things that happen. And I always say anything that happens is really an opportunity to learn. All right. Thank you. Have a good one.